Good morning, children. So, in the last class, we were already studied about the introduction as well as what is the meaning of the health, the factors responsible for maintenance of the good health. Also, we were discussed about the classification of the diseases, and even we were already started the discussion with respect to the bacterial diseases. That is nothing but the typhoid and pneumonia, isn't it? Today, in this class, we will continue the study about the viral diseases as well as the protozoan diseases, even the life cycle of the Plasmodium along with the helminthes or the whatever the worm diseases. Okay, fine. So today let us study about the viral diseases. You must have generally experienced the repeatedly. Okay, so almost all the peoples they must have experienced about this common cold. You know what is this common cold? Yes, actually, what is this? What do you call the common cold in scientifically? Do you have any idea? Yes, let me to tell you. The common cold in medical language it is also known as acute rhinosinusitis. Acute rhinosinusitis. Okay, please note down because this can be asked in the competitive also. Okay, yes, and it infects the common cold. Generally, it is a viral disease. Okay, the name of the pathogen is responsible for the common cold is a rhinovirus. If common cold infects, generally, I mean, uh, if we are or if anybody is suffering from the common cold, it affects the nose and respiratory passage, but not lungs. Remember, okay, and it lasts for 3 to 7 days. If even though if we don't take any type of the medicine, okay, so then it lasts for 3 to 7 days. Are you getting? Yeah. And whenever it is comes to the details about this common cold, as I said, the name of the pathogen or the virus is responsible for the common cold, rhinovirus, and organs get affected. As I said, nose and respiratory passage or respiratory tract get infected. Okay, then the mode of transmission, how it will be transmitted from one person to another person. Direct inhalation of droplets, that is nothing but aerosols from cough and sneeze. Okay, so generally that's why we will suggest whenever we get the cough and sneeze, we have to use the handkerchief or tissue paper. Okay, so the mode of transmission, direct inhalation of droplets or aerosols from cough and sneeze of infected person. Though even so, there are a number of cases through the contaminated objects like pen, books, cups, computer keyboards. So these are also okay. These are also responsible for the okay. If the infected person he must have used these objects like pens, sharing of these pens, books, cups, that is eatable utensils. So because of this one also, okay, because of this reason also, it can transmit from infected person to healthy person. Okay, then the symptoms, as I said. So generally, how can we identify yes this person is suffering from common cold, or if she or he is suffering? If the person is suffering from the common cold, we can identify nasal congestion. There is nothing but the nasal congestion, and he cannot breathe easily, isn't it? Because of the nasal congestion and discharge. Okay, so that is the thing about generally nasal discharge and the sore throat. Okay, sore throat, hoarseness, even cough. Okay, and they look like always tiredness. Did you got it? So the symptoms, based on symptoms only we can decide. Okay, whenever we go to the physician or the doctor, generally what they will ask, symptoms, and we will tell the symptoms. Based on that one they can decide. Okay, so that is nothing but the nasal congestion and the discharge of fever, headache, sore throat, cough, hoarseness, and even they look always tiredness. So these are all the symptoms. Did you got it? Yeah. And remember, actually in your NCERT syllabus they were given only one common viral disease, the common cold, but there are number of viral diseases. Okay, some of the common viral diseases of flu, influenza, measles, herpes, chickenpox, smallpox, polio, dengue, and chikungunya, rabies. So these are some of the examples for the common cold. Okay, so because in the exams and all they will ask, so which one of the among is not a viral disease, or they can ask, they give the list of the diseases and they will ask us to identify which one of the following is a set of viral diseases. Like that they will mix the viral, bacterial and the fungal diseases and they will ask us to identify the correct option. Okay, yeah, that's why we should know that one. Did you got it? Yeah, this is clear. It is very easy also. After the viral disease, there is a common cold. We have to know or we have to study about there is another important, the types of the disease. That is nothing but the protozoan diseases. Okay, in protozoan diseases in your syllabus they were given malaria and amoebiasis. Okay, so let us study both one. Yes, the first one is malaria. Okay, the malaria, you must have heard about the in the name of the fever, isn't it? Yeah, so let us study about the malaria. So this comes under protozoan diseases. Okay, so the name of the pathogen is responsible for the cause of the malaria. So there are 4 species which is comes under the malaria. Okay, so that means they are responsible for the malaria. The first one is the Plasmodium vivox, Plasmodium malariae, Plasmodium ovale, and Plasmodium falciparum. See here the very important one, why they generally name this malaria in the name of the Plasmodium malariae is the first pathogen they were identified is responsible for the malarial fever. So that's why generally we call the malaria. Okay, but there are another 3 species including malaria of 4 species of the pathogens, the Plasmodium vivax, Plasmodium malariae, Plasmodium ovale, and Plasmodium falciparum. So these 4 species they causes the malaria in human beings. Okay, and the malignant malaria, so generally the dangerous. Okay, so it may causes the death also. That is nothing but the malignant malaria is caused by Plasmodium falciparum. It is a fatal. Okay, that means fatal means it may causes death also. Okay, yeah. And generally which is organ get affected, the organ get affected because of malaria, the liver and RBCs, the destruction of the RBCs, okay, due to the infection. So this Plasmodium generally select the RBCs as a host cells so that they will start the destruction of the RBCs. So that's why the organs get affected, liver and RBC cells get affected due to malaria. Okay, and the mode of transmission. So the method or mode of transmission by biting of female Anopheles mosquito is acts as a vector. Okay, it is acts as a vector. Okay, and even the symptoms, whenever it comes to the symptoms, high fever and chill. Okay, so it is very important, and the fever occurs on every alternate day. Even they can see the vomiting sensations. Okay, so and How we will identify? Yes, this is based on the serological test. The symptoms includes even the hemozoin, so that is a toxin released by the Plasmodium, okay, and causes the chill and high fever recurring every 3 to 4 days. So these are all the symptoms also we can identify, along with high fever, chill, and even alternative day vomiting sensations also. Are you getting? So this is how it is look like. The left side in the slide they were given, the restricted RBC. Okay, so are you getting? Yes. And whenever it is comes to the life cycle of the Plasmodium, okay, so how it generally causes the damage. Okay, let us study the life cycle of the Plasmodium so that we can identify the stages in the life cycle of the Plasmodium. Why to study? If we know or study about this life cycle of the Plasmodium, we can avoid the further infection. Okay, so that let us study the life cycle of the Plasmodium. So these are actually a simplified the diagrammatic representation or the cycle of the Plasmodium. Let's begin with the biting. So generally, okay, the mosquito. So generally, so whenever it is bites, okay, so if you begin from the bite, that whenever the mosquito bites the person, okay, so if you start from there only, see already if the mosquito is bited the person, one who is already get affected, so that means that blood is containing already the sporozoites. Okay, so this mosquito bites to a particular person from the beginning, I am telling. Okay, so that means the female mosquito sucks the blood with the gametophyte stage, but whenever it will be the fertilization and the development in the mosquitoes takes place, the mature effective stages, the sporozoites escape from the intestine and migrate to the mosquito, that is the salivary glands, and this will be the mosquito bites the another person, then it will continue. Okay, the sporozoites so or get injected into the healthy person. So then these parasites reach the liver through the blood, and the asexual reproduction in the liver cells, bursting the cells releases into the blood. Okay, and they undergo asexual reproduction in RBC. Bursting the RBCs releases the hemozoin cycle of the fever and other symptoms. So then they reaches the gametophyte stage. Okay, so this is how actually happens in the form of the repeated cycle. Okay, see, let me to tell you once again briefly. Please note down the life cycle of the Plasmodium starts with inoculation. Okay, inoculation of the sporozoid, that's a infective stage through the bite of infected female Anopheles mosquito. Okay, so then what happens next? The parasite initially multiplied within the liver cells and then attack the RBCs, resulting in their rupture of the RBCs. And there is a release of toxic substance called hemozoin from the ruptured RBCs, which is responsible for the chill and high fever recurring every 3 to 4 hours. And the next stage, from the infected human, the parasites enters into the body of Anopheles mosquito during biting and sucking of the blood. The further development takes place in the body of the Anopheles mosquitoes. Are you getting? Then the female mosquito takes up the gametocytes with the blood meal, the formation of gametes, and fertilization takes place in the intestine of mosquito. The zygote develops further and forms the thousands of sporozoites which migrated into the salivary glands of mosquito. When the mosquito bites another human, sporozoites are injected. The malaria parasite requires Remember, there are two hosts. Okay, the malarial parasite, the Plasmodium, which is required to host. There's a human and Anopheles mosquito to complete their life cycle. So this is exactly the life cycle of the malarial parasites. Okay, which is undergo the different stages in their life cycle, and it may causes the damage to the host cells as well as which causes the malaria in human beings. Okay, so let it be. So next class we will continue with respect to the further amoebic disease as well as the helminthic diseases. Thank you. Have a nice day.